The military response is wrong. The Syrian people's demand for freedom is legitimate. Those are the words of the leader of Hamas, a one-time very close ally of the Syrian president. He lived for over a decade under the protection of Damascus. Last year he moved to Qatar after falling out with the regime over its repression of the Syrian people. In an exclusive interview, our chief correspondent Alex Thompson went to Doha to meet the Hamas leader Khaled Meshaal, a man Western governments brand a terrorist, to find out why he appears to have switched sides.
First they gave us a day, then a time, then vague directions away from the centre of Doha to a quiet suburb. The leader of Hamas, which governs Gaza and does not recognise Israel, is always a target for Israeli assassination. Finally, directions to a villa, a safe house.
Salam. How are you?
I'm very well indeed.
Happy
Thank
to
you
see
for
you.
seeing us. You too.
Welcome.
So why has the leader of Hamas moved the organisation from Syria to Doha, leaving longtime friend and ally, President Assad, right in his hour of need?
عرفت الرئيس بشار لسنوات طويلة. وظفت معرفتي وخبرتي بالقيادة السورية في دفعهم ونصحهم من موقع النصح وليس التدخل، من أجل أن تظل سوريا قوية متماسكة، تقوي سياستها الداخلية باستيعاب تطلعات شعبها وباتباع نهج ديمقراطي كما يريد الشعب السوري.
You definitely say to Bashar al-Assad that the military repression of his own people has been a mistake.
قلت لكل المسؤولين السوريين العسكريين والأمنيين والسياسيين كلاما واضحا: ما يجري هذه مطالبات من شعبكم، وهي مطالبات مشروعة في الحرية والإصلاح والديمقراطية. أما الخيار الأمني والعسكري فهو خيار خاطئ يفاقم الأزمة ويعقدها ولا يحلها.
Damascus didn't want to hear that. Hamas is a Sunni organisation and couldn't stomach the government slaughtering a Sunni people. Hamas now says it doesn't support the rebels with arms or training and says the British government's urge to do so is just a ploy to destroy Syria.
In moving as you have from Damascus to Doha, though, you and Hamas are sending a clear signal to Bashar al-Assad that he should go. Are you not?
لا ليس هذا المقصود. أنا وإخواني في قيادة حماس اضطررنا أن نغادر دمشق في اللحظة التي شعرنا أن جهودنا لإقناع القيادة السورية بحل آخر غير الحل الأمني العسكري لمصلحة سوريا رسميا وشعبيا فشلت هذه الجهود من ناحية.
How life used to be. Hamas and the Syrians, Meshaal and Assad, best of friends. Now Hamas lives in the very country bankrolling the war against the Syrian government. October last year, and the first ever head of state to visit Gaza, the Emir of Qatar, no less. It is some turnaround. Others might say betrayal.
You've betrayed a great friend, Bashar al-Assad. You've betrayed Iran. Iran supports Syria.
أنا شرحت لك لماذا غادرنا. هذا ليس خيانة لأحد. ثم قدومنا إلى قطر ليس لغرض سياسي لكي نعبر عن اصطفاف مع طرف ضد طرف.
And no betrayal either on the central question, Israel. Shortly after Israel's bombardment of Gaza finished last year, Khaled Meshaal was on the strip for his first ever visit, emerging from a mock-up Hamas rocket to restate Hamas's territorial claims.
Palestine is ours, from the river to the sea, and from the north to the south is our land and our right and our nation. No concession on an inch or part of it.
In terms of Hamas's position with regard to Israel, am I right to assume there is no change, that Hamas says Israel does not have the right to exist?
يعني أنا أستغرب أن العالم يركز على موضوع إسرائيل والاعتراف بإسرائيل وحق إسرائيل في الوجود، وهي دولة موجودة على الأرض تحتل الأرض وتشرد الشعب وتمارس كل أشكال القتل والعدوان والإرهاب.
So the simple answer to that is yes, Israel does not have the right to exist.
أنت تسأل كما تشاء ودعني أجيب كما أشاء. أنا أقول لك نحن أصحاب الأرض الحقيقيون.
In 1997, Khaled Meshaal was poisoned by Israeli agents on the orders of the then Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. He is Israel's Prime Minister once again. Has anything changed?
لكن تعتقد أنه السلام على قاتل مثل نتنياهو يقود حروب ضد شعبي وقتل وينكر حقوقي، يعني لماذا العالم عليه أن يتوقع في لحظة ما في المستقبل أن أصافحه؟ المطلوب ليس المصافحة، المطلوب هو أن نتخلص من الاحتلال، أن تنهي إسرائيل احتلالها، أن تعترف بالحقوق الفلسطينية، أن تعترف بالحقوق العربية، أن توقف عدوانها على المنطقة العربية. هذا هو المطلوب.
You doubt Mr. Netanyahu would shake hands with a man, an organization deemed terrorists by Israel, the EU and USA. So Mr. Meshaal moved on to goodness knows where. Living in Gaza is an impossible security risk, but in Doha he's building new alliances. The Iranian money still comes to Hamas, but the old alliance with Syria has shifted, and in Doha, a tiny state with huge ambitions, Hamas is forging a new partnership.
Alex Thompson. But on the matter of Syria, we've been combing through social media, YouTube videos and so on to find out about all the rebel groups there. So for more about their weapons, their funds and their beliefs, take a look at our interactive graphic online at channel4.com/news.